Assuming that time travel is possible, the minute it becomes available, I'll travel back to this exact moment to explain how it works. Hasn't happened yet, I guess. I don't think I'm going to show up. Dear Molly, it's Molly. Sorry I missed our appointment today. Time machines are pretty simple, and if I were to tell you how it works, you could easily make one yourself. But if you were to become the inventor of the time machine, and you learned it from me, then who invented it in the first place? This is a problem called the Ontological Paradox, which leads one to consider the inherent conflicts when travelling around through time with objects and information. The problem is related to the issues that might occur when altering history, leaving open illogical time loops and uncertainty of origin. For example, let's say I travel back in time 8 years and I carry my iPhone with me. I show up at Nokia's office in Finland where the company is working on a state-of-the-art phone that looks like this. But when I show Nokia my iPhone, which hasn't been invented yet, Nokia says, "Wow, that is really neat. We need to make one of these." They take it apart to learn how it's made and then decide to make one of their own. Well, eventually when Steve Jobs introduces the iPhone for the first time ever, why were people surprised? This example highlights a problem of origin, because it's unclear when and where the object truly came into existence. Did it come from Apple or from Nokia? And when? In the TV series Quantum Leap, the paradox is illuminated by a time traveler who performs the Heimlich maneuver on a choking man who is addressed as Dr. Heimlich, i.e. who taught who how to perform this technique. Another great example appears in Back to the Future, when Marty McFly is seen jamming out to the song Johnny Be Good at a high school dance in 1955, which is shown to inspire Chuck Berry to go on to create the song. But if Chuck Berry learned the song from Marty McFly, how could Marty McFly have learned the song from Chuck Berry? Taking into consideration the thermal law of dynamics, the song must have come from somewhere. But perhaps the thermal law of dynamics is just a facade. Perhaps things don't have to have an origin. Another possible solution to this paradox could include the existence of alternate universes, which itself seems to be contradictory as the name suggests that there is just one, but nevertheless. Exemplified by Richard Linklater playing himself in the opening scene of Slacker. When faced with the decision to do A or B, it's possible that both routes could exist simultaneously.
It's like every choice or decision you make, the thing you choose not to do fractions off and becomes its own reality, and just goes on from there.
Yet another possible solution is that there is no solution, and that this just goes to show time travel isn't possible. All I know is that no matter what we are told, you just never know.